I told my landlord's son he couldn't revoke my lease after he tried kicking me out for refusing to date his sister. The eviction notice taped to my apartment door was printed on official-looking letterhead, complete with county seal. Turned out to be clip art from Google Images. Gave me 72 hours to vacate for gross violations of tenant conduct and moral turpitude unsuitable for family-oriented housing. I stood there in the hallway, grocery bags in hand, staring at the words moral turpitude, trying to figure out what century I'd time-traveled to. My neighbor, Mrs. Kapoor, poked her head out across the hall. Liam, what's that about? I pulled the notice down, showed her. She squinted through her reading glasses, then laughed so hard she started coughing. That's not real. Legal notices don't use phrases like that. Someone's messing with you. But I knew exactly who. The grocery bag suddenly felt heavier in my hands. I'd been renting the apartment for 8 months. Decent 2-bedroom place. Converted Victorian house. East side of the city. Rent was reasonable. Neighborhood safe. My landlord, Robert Donnelly, was retired postal worker. Lived in main house next door with his wife, his adult son Kyle, his 24-year-old daughter Autumn. Robert was fine. Pleasant in that distant landlord way. Fixed things promptly. Didn't bother you otherwise. Kyle was 32. Unemployed. Had aggressive friendliness that always felt like prelude. Autumn worked part-time at craft store. Started finding reasons to stop by my apartment 3 months into my lease. At first it was borrowing things. Sugar, an egg. Did I have phone charger she could use? Then it became knocking on my door, asking if I wanted to watch a movie, if I'd tried the new Thai place downtown, whether I thought her outfit looked good. I tried to be polite without being encouraging. I had a girlfriend, Mia, dating for 2 years. She didn't live with me yet. We were taking things slow, but she stayed over most weekends. Autumn had definitely seen her coming and going. That didn't discourage Autumn. If anything, it made her more aggressive, dropping by at weird hours, always with flimsy excuse. I thought I heard a weird noise from your place. My dad wanted me to check your smoke detector. I made too much pasta. Want some? It was uncomfortable, but I figured if I kept being polite and distant, she'd eventually get the hint. I was wrong about that. The breaking point came 3 weeks ago, Saturday afternoon. Mia had left that morning. Work conference in Chicago. I was deep into website redesign for a client. I'm a freelance web developer. Work from home in pajamas. That Saturday I was on deadline, caffeinated, completely focused on fixing navigation menu. Around 2, there was a knock. I saved my work. Figured it was delivery. Opened door to find Autumn, standing there in a dress. Definitely not her usual craft store attire. Hey Liam, want to grab lunch? New burger place just opened. I was still mentally half immersed in code, exhausted from working since 6. Thanks, but I'm really swamped. Maybe another time? Her smile tightened. You always say that. Come on, it's just lunch. That familiar discomfort settled in my chest. Awkward social pressure. Someone not taking no for an answer. Autumn, I appreciate the invite, but I'm seeing someone. Mia and I are together. I think you know that. Her expression shifted through several emotions. Surprise, embarrassment, then something harder to read. Anger maybe, or humiliation. I was just trying to be friendly. Why make it weird? I'm not trying to make it weird. Just wanted to be clear about boundaries. Boundaries? She laughed, but it sounded forced. Okay Liam, got it. I'll leave you alone. She turned and walked away quickly. I closed the door, feeling like I'd handled that conversation poorly, but not sure what else I could have said. Went back to my computer. Tried to focus on work, but I had this nagging feeling. I'd just made my living situation significantly more complicated. That evening, Kyle knocked on my door. He was holding a beer, wearing Patriots jersey, at least one size too small. Hey man, can we talk? I let him in. Refusing seemed like it would make things worse. He sat on my couch, without being invited. Took long drink from his beer. So Autumn came home pretty upset. Said you were rude to her. I leaned against the kitchen counter. I wasn't trying to be rude. She invited me to lunch. I explained I'm in a relationship, trying to set appropriate boundaries. Kyle's expression hardened. You didn't need to reject her like that. Kyle, she's been dropping by pretty regularly. I wanted to be clear about my situation. He stood up. This is my parents' property. We're doing you a favor. Maybe you should think about being more neighborly, especially to family. Full story is linked below or on my channel.